Hey guys, this is Casey's Politics. So today we're going to be doing the 2026 Senate prediction, and without further ado, let's get into it. So firstly, we're going to start off with the safe Republican states. That will be Arkansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, South Carolina, Florida, Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa, South Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Wyoming. I would say Texas, and I would say Alaska. Peltola is probably going to run for governor. So now we have the safe Democrat states: Oregon, Colorado, New Mexico, Minnesota. We have Illinois, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Delaware, and that's going to be it for the safe Democrat states. So now we're going to have the likely to lean states. Firstly, we're going to start off with Ohio. John Husted, he's a great candidate. I don't see Sherrod Brown running for Senate. I see him running for governor because he may be facing Vivek, who is kind of a weak candidate. And now we're going to fill out likely Democrat states. New Jersey, it's kind of trending right. So that's going to be likely. Virginia, by the way, safe is 10 plus points. Virginia is probably going to be likely. Youngkin's probably not going to run. Republicans don't have much of a bench. And we have New Hampshire. Scott Brown, he's a pretty good candidate. He may run, but I would say that would be lean to likely if Scott Brown is the nominee for Republicans. So now we will fill out these seats here. These are going to be very, very competitive. Firstly, with Maine, Susan Collins just seems to be an electoral juggernaut. She always seems to pull it off when many people don't believe she could pull it off. She might face Jared Golden, who's going to be a really strong candidate. Um, Jared Golden is probably one of the only Democrats I could see beating her. And now we have Michigan. I would say this is lean Democrats. Um, Republicans don't have much of a bench in Michigan, and there's going to be a blue wave or whatnot. So now we have these two, which are going to be extremely, extremely, extremely competitive. Firstly, with North Carolina, Tom Tillis, incumbent, he's probably gonna face the former governor Roy Cooper. If Roy Cooper doesn't run, it's probably gonna be Wiley Nickel, who is a bit weaker than Roy Cooper. I mean, a lot weaker because Cooper has loads of name recognition in the state of North Carolina. So I'm gonna say if it's Roy Cooper versus Tom Tillis, I say it's gonna be Tilt Tillis. If it's Nickel versus Tillis, I would say it's Tillis, but Tillis does better. So I'm actually going to give Tillis the benefit of the doubt. Many may not agree with this, but I'll give it to Tillis. Georgia, incumbent John Ossoff will probably face Brian Kemp. If Brian Kemp declines to run, Republicans, I wouldn't say they have too much of a bench. There's Brad Raffensperger, there is Burt Jones, who's probably gonna run for governor. Um, there is who else in Georgia other than Brian Kemp? There is John King. The list goes on. You name it. So, assuming Brian Kemp runs against John Ossoff, this is going to be extremely, extremely, extremely close. Maybe in recount territory. Same with North Carolina. But I'm going to give it to Brian Kemp, assuming Kemp runs. So, this was my first 2026 Senate prediction. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. This was Casey's Politics.